Look, let me tell you something. If you're watching this because you're thinking, why did that kind of person pick me? Like, why did someone so selfish, so cold, so draining choose someone like you? Someone warm, someone loyal, someone who actually cares? I'm going to say something blunt. They didn't choose you by accident. They didn't just fall in love. They didn't get lucky. They chose you because kindness is useful. And I know that sounds harsh, but honestly, it's one of the most painful things to realize. Because kind people always assume, oh, they saw my heart. No, a narcissistic person sees your heart and sees an opportunity. Let's talk about what they're actually attracted to. They're attracted to people who forgive fast. That's a big one. They don't stay mad. You don't punish. You don't hold grudges. You want peace. You want connection. So when they mess up, you smooth it over. You explain it away. You give them another chance, and another, and another. And they love that because accountability doesn't stick. Then there's empathy. You feel bad for people. You see the good in them. You think they had a hard childhood. They're insecure. They're just scared. And you start doing something dangerous. You start treating their cruelty like it's a wound instead of what it is, a choice. And narcissistic people love empathic people because empathy makes excuses. And listen, you don't even realize you're doing it. You think you're being loving, but you're actually making it easier for them to keep taking. Another thing they choose, people who overgive. You're generous. You show up. You listen. You try. You carry the emotional weight. You do the work of two people. And they feel like, wow, this person is a gold mine. Because narcissistic people don't want partnership. They want supply. They want attention. They want admiration. They want someone who'll keep pouring, even when they're empty. And kind people do that. Kind people think love means endurance. It doesn't. Love means mutual. But you didn't know that yet. And here's a really big one. They choose people who doubt themselves, not because you're weak, not at all, but because you're humble. You actually self-reflect. When they say you're too sensitive, you think, maybe I am. When they say you're overreacting, you think, maybe I am. When they twist the story, you pause. You question yourself. A narcissistic person doesn't question themselves for 1 second. So they love being with someone who does, because it gives them room to rewrite reality. And slowly, you start living in their version of the world. And you don't even notice it happening. Let me pause here. If this is hitting you right in the chest, like, follow, subscribe, share, because people need to hear this, not as a trend, as truth. Now, I want to say something that matters. The problem was never that you were too kind. Your kindness is not the issue. The issue is you gave it to someone who used it. That's it. Kindness in the right hands is beautiful. Kindness in the wrong hands becomes a leash. And narcissistic people, they're not looking for someone strong. They're looking for someone good. Because good people stay longer. Good people explain. Good people hope. Good people try. And narcissistic people feed off that hope. They feed off your loyalty. They feed off your patience until one day you wake up and think, wait, where did I go? And that's the moment. That's the turning point. Because the healing isn't becoming cold. It's becoming clear. It's saying, I'm still kind, but I'm not available for this. I still care, but I'm not here to be drained. I still love, but not at the cost of myself. And if you're realizing this right now, I just want you to know you're not crazy. You were targeted because you were good. But you don't have to stay. And if you want real one-on-one support through this, you can book a session through the link in my bio or contact me on pop call, chat, voice, video. We'll talk it through like real life. No games, no confusion, just clarity. All right, that's it. Talk soon.